Good afternoon, everybody. This is your WooFDriver coming at you once again, and we're getting ready to harness up the Huskies to get them on the trail to roll on another WooFDriver adventure. And if I can turn the camera around here, which I think I can, there we go. You're viewing the Jagster right there. And Jim, I'm going to give you that to hold. Jimmy's going to hold the camera and just try to get me doing the dogs. Come on, Jaggy. If you can get Jag in there. Yeah, you can drop them. So this is Jag, in case you didn't meet him on our last broadcast. He's about 9.5 years old. Good boy, Jaggy. Look at him handing me his paw. Just like that. Good boy, Jag. This is a readily commercially available harness. This is called Roughwear. That's who makes it. Usually you can get them in like an REI or more of a specialized pet store, like a boutique, like a Barks, something like that. It's really nice because if you can see, show them this, Jim. The buckle for the harness is padded, or it's hidden, so it doesn't rub on the dog, which usually isn't a big deal. They're very furry, right? But some dogs, it will irritate a little bit if you have an exposed buckle, and not that it'll damage them, it'll just be a nuisance, and they'll actually bite or chew their harness. So this is the Jagster. Jag, can you say hi to everybody? Blue-eyed Husky. He is all Husky. And we're going to close the door here, and I'm going to let the other two, you can give me those, Jim, right? Jim's handing me the harnesses. Now, the next one I'm going to harness up is the only one that looks like a Husky of my pack, because all of them, 3 of them are white, and one of them is actually masked like a traditional Husky, but he's actually got some Malamute in him. He's about 40% Malamute. He's the largest one. He's got the big head, and we're going to put his harness on. Now, this harness is a Kong harness, which is readily available at a place like PetSmart or Petco. This is padded. I find metal buckles. It's a good quality harness. I use different harnesses for different dogs for different reasons and different applications. So here comes Zorro, right through the head. A lot of people, these are called H-back tracking or walking harnesses. A lot of people don't know how to put harnesses on. They can be complicated. Hi, good boy, Chase. He just wants to kiss me. You're a good boy. So, but I am trying to see what I'm doing. So, they just buckle in. You're the best boy. And that's the phone, which I'm going to end that real quick. Pardon me. So, then, oh, yo, come here, Zorro. And Chase is pushing him out of the way. Friendly competition amongst them. Some dogs will be a little territorial. So if I had Princess, who you'll meet in a couple minutes, if I had her back here, they'd be spatting a little bit. Like, I'm in front, you're in front, whatever. It's called territory. Dogs do that naturally. It's how they establish a hierarchy in a wolf pack. Okay, so this is Chase now. Chase, oh, by the way, Zorro and Chase and Jag are all about the same age, about 9.5. Chase gets the Roughwear harness, just like Jag wears. Chase is a harness chewer, so he would chew this harness if it didn't have, again, this buckle protector there. And different harnesses, again, for different applications, but walking, tracking harnesses like this, H-back harnesses, they go by different names, they're all the same, relatively speaking, are easy to put on. And they distribute the weight nicely. It's a good multi-purpose harness. We're not really pulling any weight, even though I'm putting them on a big bike. The bike, again, is pedal and electric powered. The dogs don't have to pull at all. But if they choose to, it'll spread the weight nicely. You might be familiar with sled dogs using an X-back harness, and that's a little more for more rigorous activities like sledding or traditional mushing. So Zorro and Chase, they're lined up good together. They do well traveling together. And I'm going to close the door here. And I'm just going to check him out, make sure. Chase had a little surgery on his paw, make sure he's okay. And it's looking good. A little bit of live. Always check the dogs. Okay. So, hey, Eileen, how are you? Good to see you. I hope all's going well, too. Yes, anybody that's watching out there, please give me a shout out so I can say hello. Eileen knows, well, I don't know if you know these dogs, but you knew a lot of my dogs, so a lot of the Huskies in the past. Great to see you, and thanks so much for saying hello. So, we're about to load the dogs on what I call the Woofmobile. I've got a few of these custom-made bikes. I'm quite certain nobody has seen anything like this unless you've been a part of the WooFDriver fan club, for lack of a better description here. So the WooFDriver fan club, or WooFDriver, who I am, what I call myself, that's what I'm doing. And I'm essentially someone who mushes dogs on a sled is called a dog driver. I call myself the WooFDriver. We're doing this on a more recreational basis, and I do different activities with the dogs, from free ranging, off-leash running, to doing something called lure coursing, etc. You can see Chase and Zorro. I'm going to turn the camera over to Chris, and he's going to give you a quick whirl while we load the dogs up. Crispy, can you run the camera here? Great. Okay, so are you ready, Jim? Are you ready? Okay. So notice the steps come out. And stay, guys. This is Zorro. And this is Chase. Once again, close the door up good. And Chase goes on this side. They're my lead dogs. So they run in front of the bike, essentially, or at least in front of the other dogs. So there's 2 more dogs that are going to come out. These buckles are special carabiners. They're good for the cold weather because they're easy to operate. You just pinch them to open them just like that. They're commercially available, but they're an expensive carabiner. They work well for this application. This is a Springer specialized dog attachment. We've custom built everything, but we've used some readily available parts. Here comes Princess. She's 15 years old. There you go, Jimmy. Right there. She gets on her own pink tether, if you will, for the diva she is. We actually try to color code some of these so we can keep track of who's who, and when we're taking down and putting back together, we know what goes to what. And this is Princess, or any of the dog's beds that would need a rest. She usually does because she's the eldest, but we can actually accommodate any of the dogs in here we need to. And we're going to put the Jags. Stay, buddy. Now his steps aren't working, so I'm going to pick him up. He's fine getting out on his own, but I don't want to risk any injury if it's not necessary. When dogs jump sometimes, they can injure themselves. So, 2 dogs? Okay, great, thank you. Crispy. So, that's what we do, and we'll give you some shots from the trail. Again, you won't find anybody anywhere in the world doing these kind of activities. This equipment, this training is all custom made by me and my team, WooFDriver, WOOF, driver.com. Just put it in Google. Like my WooFDriver Live Facebook page, and you'll see more of these live videos. They want to go. So I'm going to cut this video. I'll get back to you on the trail. This is WooFDriver. Thanks so much for catching up with us, and I'm going to sign off. WooFDriver signing off.